For You by Barrie Mahoney. No, I didn't just make that up. It really is called For You. One of the delights of living in the Canary Islands and Spain is that we often come across different fruits and vegetables from those normally seen in most British supermarkets. Unless you happen to pop into that wonderful emporium of fruit and vegetables, Harrods, with plenty of spare cash, there are some varieties of amazing fruit and vegetables that are not usually seen in most British supermarkets. I discovered the fruit of the gods the other day, more accurately known as persimmon or Sharon fruit. This delectable fruit has been tempting me for a while, but somehow I didn't have the courage to try one. As feeble as this may sound, I may have been caught by strange fruit and vegetables before, and the prickly pear being a particularly unfortunate experience, which is a story for another time. One thing that I've learned from that particular experience is always to check with someone knowledgeable about how to prepare, cook, and eat any strange new fruit and vegetables that we may come across, and to be clear about what is to be done with anything prickly. The persimmons that were on display were a joy to look at, and were just asking for a photo shoot, if not a bite. They looked huge, highly polished orange tomatoes with an overgrown stalk. I was also taken aback by the price, which brought the fruit into the apple and pear price bracket. Well, remembering the prickly pear experience, I decided to investigate further and asked one of the sales assistants how I should prepare and eat it. The sales assistant nodded and grabbed one of the largest and most luscious fruit on display, beckoned me over to the sink where she carefully washed the fruit. She then took a knife and cut the fruit into slices, passing one to me as well as to two other passing customers. She took the last piece for herself and started to eat it. Her facial expression was enough to convince me that this was truly the fruit of the gods as I tucked into the large piece that she'd passed to me. We all commented upon the deliciousness and sweetness of the fruit, which I thought was a cross between a pear in texture and a peach in flavour. However, please don't take my word for it, as other people have given me very different descriptions of the taste. I guess it just depends upon your own personal taste buds. I was smitten by this fruit and brought several to take home. To complicate matters further, there are several different varieties for sale, but the one usually grown in Spain and the Canary Islands is the tomato-shaped Fuyu or Sharon fruit with its distinctive orange skin. You can eat a firm Fuyu rather like an apple, or wait a week or two until it turns into a deep orangey red, when you can tuck into its luscious creamy flesh with a spoon. There is another variety, the hajia, which has a pointed shape. I'm told to avoid eating this like an apple, since its flesh can make your mouth horribly dry due to the tannins in its flesh, and you'll spend the next few hours with a mouth feeling like a cheese grater. Well, the persimmon is the national fruit of Japan, although it has been tempered with in recent years to produce varieties that offer vanilla, chocolate, cinnamon, and even pumpkin flavours. For the health-conscious, persimmons are fat-free and a good source of vitamins A and C, as well as being a good source of fibre. Personally, I think they're a great find and richly deserve to be called the fruit of the gods. You have been listening to For You by Barrie Mahoney, which is part of the Letters from the Atlantic series. You can find more about me and my books by going to my website www.barriemahoney.com. And thank you for listening.